It's been a while, and Nuke is here with the Mondo emote. As well as someone, I'm having trouble reading the name on the overlay though. Oh man, for some reason the chat box didn't show up in OBS, and I only realized that after I went live. So let me try to figure out who's who here. Good evening, everyone. It's been a while since I streamed, but I decided this is the night, and this is the game to return with. And look at this beautiful new setup made possible by Evernight Studio. Thanks again, shout out to the artist I commissioned on that Evernight. And oh my god, I'm still trying to pull up the chat box. This is already going great. Perfectly smooth. How's my audio compared to the game audio? No, are you sure? Because there is game music playing right now on the title screen. Like the Layton theme. And I figured it was finally time to stream a Layton game. I'm named after a Layton game. Okay, that's Octotom. Now I finally got the chat pulled up, sort of. I'll need to figure out how to get it back into OBS where it belongs, but, yeah, that was quite the story I made up on Matea's stream. About the Triforce of Spanakopita and the origin of Yeti milk. It's, a lot of stuff happens over there because of me. A lot of weird stuff. Anyway, I was playing around just a little bit before the stream started, and I discovered you can play this with one Joy-Con. Like, just one-handed. Because there's this little pointer, if I hold the trigger, you can see the blue shiny pointer moving around. And I can use the right stick to do the same stuff as the left stick, and then all the other buttons are on the right side, so I think I'm just gonna try playing one-handed. Anyway, I already played around with the settings, so... Oh, the wonderful Switch keyboard. I can't use the pointer on here, can I? Nope, because that's at the system level. But I can still use the right stick, so I can still... not add as. I could fit 127, but I won't. And this is just the file name, you don't name the character in this. That's Katrielle, because in the very long title, it tells you that this is about Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy Deluxe Edition. Story and characters in this game are entirely fictional. Any resemblance to real persons is purely coincidental. This makes use of the Switch's internal clock. Do not change it unless you want consequences. That went by very fast and the font was very tiny. Opening cutscene. And yes, I did play this on 3DS, so it's not totally blind, except for anything new they added for Deluxe. That's my boy. That's the original Layton, the same one who shows up in the chat box down below, and this is his daughter. Good luck with that, Mondo.
Right then.
One of the best opening themes to a Layton game right here. Do 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 do.
Today's the day. My journey as a detective starts here.
Relatively small subtitles there. Look what you get to look forward to. I'm not sure why you need spicy peppers for the last shrine in Breath of the Wild.
Lucy, I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening streets.
Oh, I have to do stuff now.
Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto. I can't wait to find out what mysteries are waiting for me. You must come and visit me if you have the time. Yours faithfully, Katrielle.
Prologue. By the way, you do not need knowledge of the previous 6 Layton games to enjoy this one. It completely stands on its own. The only connection is that Katrielle is supposed to be his daughter.
Hey, you there!
Who said that? Was it you?
Can you really solve any mystery?
Oh.
Any mystery, so she said in the letter.
You're not surprised?
It's only talking.
Only talking?
That's only talking.
Is it true? Huh? I want some proof. Can you really solve any mystery? Seeing you hang that sign gives me an idea. Let's see you try your paw at this puzzle.
Oh no, a puzzle. Yeah, so a Layton staple is that the NPCs will just be like, I'll tell you what you want to know if you solve this puzzle. Or, oh, you're talking about something important, but you know, that reminds me of a puzzle. The letter K has fallen down from the sign above the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. Place the hand over a triangle using the left stick, and that's just controls. When the K is formed, success message will be displayed automatically. So, sometimes you have to input an answer and then click submit, and if you get it wrong, you lose out on this unit called Picarats. And those are used to unlock some bonus content. But this one, they outright tell you, we'll just tell you when you get it right. Alright, so hold on. I can use motion controls for this as well if I hold the trigger. I can move it or I can rotate it with the bumper. You see, I got this box to work with. Oh, I remember how to do this now. Okay, I have it backwards. This is to go on the left. Two. Yeah, the right stick does not work like a second left stick. I thought it would. But I do have the motion controls. That's like a substitute. It's gonna be something like this, where we're making the wood itself is not gonna make the K. Because as far as I remember with this puzzle, you gotta make the K out of the bottom of the box. And that's like the twist here. Speaking of the man, I suppose I could say the same to you. Okay, I'm gonna ditch the one-handed approach here. Okay, yeah, the left stick is gonna help so much. It's something like this. Yeah, so see what I'm going for here? There we go.
I've seen how to solve this now. And that's how it's done.
So there you go. That brings in the picarots, which will be used to unlock stuff. I'm doing good. There's your fixed sign right up there. And this is the game explaining picarots. If you enter wrong answers, that number goes down. So, rule, if for some reason I mess up on a puzzle, I will be resetting the game, because I want all the picarots. Maybe it's a bad habit, and I know you don't need every single one to get everything. But it's just how I do it. And that gets added to the puzzle index in case you want to replay it or show it off to anyone.
You seem to be up to scratch.
Thank you.
For those just joining us, yes, the dog talks, and Katrielle is not surprised by it at all. But the dog is all like, you should be surprised, I'm a talking dog, what's wrong with you? Then he gave us that puzzle. And now you're caught up.
So, what can I do for you?
Look at me. It's obvious.
What?
I'm a talking dog.
Yes, I can see that,
And? All right then. And I have total amnesia.
a dog with amnesia.
If I could just remember my parents, it might make more sense. I feel like I'm me, but not really me. I don't even know if I'm pedigree.
Is that all?
Oh,
No,
dog.
that's not all. I want you to find out who I really am.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. I'm a talking dog.
Got anything else? A diabolical box that kills you? A letter from the future? A relic from an ancient civilization?
Those are plots from 3 of the past Layton games.
Nothing.
Well, this is my first inquiry. Perhaps it's fate. All right then. Any clues?
Well, not everyone can hear me talking. Some can, some can't. It's very rare to find someone who can, actually.
That dog! It just spoke!
Yes, very rare.
And here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, he's my assistant. I told him I don't need help, but he won't listen.
Overly dogged. No one wants that.
What's all this about, Miss Layton?
This talking dog wants me to solve the mystery of who he is and where he comes from. So, we've had our first inquiry.
Incredible, miss. Such a fascinating case from day one. Your reputation obviously precedes you.
So,
A last name like
why
Layton,
don't
how
you
could it
tell
not?
me your name?
Ernest. Ernest Greaves, miss.
She was talking to the dog.
That's just what he's like.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Anyway,
I can't even remember my own name.
well, do you remember anything else at all?
I've got a vague memory of a tower or something falling down,
Oh,
and then lightning
mysterious.
flashing across the sky.
That's it.
Goodness, golly, not much to go on, is it?
Who
No,
are
it's really
you?
not.
It certainly isn't. I've no other cases at the moment, so why not? I'll do what I can.
You will? Well, that's great.
Oh, but I must insist on my fee, even for man's best friend.
Oh, I'm not poor.
Well,
They,
here's the
they make a lot of
paperwork.
dog puns in this game. It's
Now,
another advantage
we'll
to
need
it.
a name. How about Shirl?
Shirl?
You said you can't remember your name. So, I've thought of one for you, with inspiration from the famous Sherlock Holmes. It really suits you.
Oh, that's splendid, sir. Being named after such a prestigious figure, I mean.
Like I said, who asked you anyway?
Look. Here. Shirl O.C. Combs. Shirl is a great name.
For a girl?
Don't yap, Shirl.
Stop calling me that.
Surely there's no need to get angry.
Haha, surely. Haha.
Are you in?
Ah. Inspector Hastings.
I should be talking more, but they're doing all the talking for me. Inspector Hastings, whatever is the matter? You look positively beside yourself. You won't believe what's happened. Who's this loudmouth, long-nosed jerk? He's got more collar than me. I don't know if I'm supposed to say jerk. Maybe. This is Inspector Hastings Sherl from Scotland Yard. Despite appearances, he's actually responsible for ensuring London's safety. What's that mutt doing here? Don't tell me you've gone and bought yourself a pet cat. Do I look like a pet? Don't answer that. Ah, it looks as though Inspector Hastings can't understand what you're saying, Sherl. Of course he can't. Like I said, it's an exclusive club. Mostly people hear woofs and barks. And yet, in a straw poll of those present here, 2 out of 3 are in the club. Very exclusive. I can't help it if Super Snitch here isn't one of the enlightened ones. What are you muttering about, cat? Sorry, Inspector. To answer your question, no, he's not a pet. Rather, he's my very first client. First to have signed on the dotted line and enlist my services. Well, strictly speaking, miss, he can't sign anything. He's digitally impaired. An excellent observation, Ernest. Let me rephrase that then. The first to have put his paw print on my paperwork. Is this some kind of wind-up? Well, anyway, we haven't got time to be discussing pets. I've got a case I need you on, Cat, and I need you on it right now. How intriguing. Why the urgency? Why do you need me in particular, Inspector? Because we all know you're the best. You've proved that when you've helped me out in the past. Your little gray cells on the case, we'll have it solved in no time, I think. I hope. Well, probably. His confidence in you is inspiring. Don't you worry, Inspector. There's not a case in the world that Miss Layton couldn't crack. Any mystery solved. That's the detective agency motto, you know. Let's hope you can put your money where your mouth is. We all need help we can get on this one. We need all the help we can get. Perhaps it's time you told us what's actually happened, Inspector. Well, it's hard to believe, to be honest. I mean, never expect something like that to get nicked. Something's been stolen. A burglary case. Of sorts, yeah, but not your average run-of-the-mill burglary. This affects everyone in London, and the whole of Britain. Gosh, really? Whatever could be so important? I think you'd better just come to the scene, and I'll explain everything. That sounds like a good idea. Lead the way. Hello, isn't there a little matter we're forgetting here? What about figuring out my true identity? Oh, yes, well, the trouble is, the new case just sounds a lot more interesting. Interesting. You decide which cases to investigate based on how interesting they are, do you? Exactly, I'm glad you understand. But pardon me for only being a talking dog. I really must try harder to be more interesting. Oh, now Shirley, don't be like that. Your case is important to us, but we're experiencing a high volume of enquiries at present, and you had one new enquiry. One. Never mind. Clearly the inspector here has his knickers in a twist about something. Let him jump the queue if he has to. Good. That's that, then. Now let's get to the scene and start investigating. Where are we going, Inspector? Just down the road as it happens, to Big Ben. Big Ben? The Elizabeth Tower, I presume. Not Burly Benjamin who lives a few doors down, surely. Alright, so you know, this says Case 1. And this is a major difference between this and the other Layton games, is that this one is broken up into chapters, cases, where they're all separate. Whereas the previous Layton games, you just had one overarching mystery the whole time. Good gracious, the hour hand! It's missing! Yep, I'm afraid so. It was reported to us this morning. So that's what this is all about. One of the hands from the clock tower has been stolen. Unbelievable, isn't it? Gotta catch the hooligan who did it. Get the hand back quick, smart. There are 4 clock faces on the Elizabeth Tower, aren't there? Even if this one hour hand is missing, the other 3 will still show the correct time, surely. That's right. I mean, certainly, it may be a little inconvenient, perhaps, but to describe this as affecting all of Britain, isn't that rather an exaggeration? Yeah, my better half said the same thing, but it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. The problem is, we're due a visit tomorrow from Ambassador Fudofafa. Oh yes, I remember reading about it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does that have to do with the Elizabeth Tower? The ambassador's gonna be received at a venue in sight of the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. And as a symbol of the timeless friendship and cooperation between our two lands, they planned on giving him a present. A pendant modeled after the hands of Big Ben. Oh dear. I can only imagine the conversation's gonna turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point. Okay. Hope you had fun with that Discord airfoil and Slam Jam. Come on and slam the hand of Big Ben and jam the... I don't know. I've got no good segue from that. It's not gonna look too clever. The very hands the pendant is modeled on have been half-inched by some low-life scoundrel the Met can't catch. Obviously, it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a disgrace at what it is. See, so that's why you're intent on tracking down the culprit before tomorrow's engagement. I did not know that Big Ben is not currently operational. Did the hour hand get stolen? So that's what happened here. I'll do everything I can. Our national pride is at stake, as you say. Well, that's a relief. I was worried you'd turn me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its own investigation at the same time. It's all hands on deck. Ha 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 ha. Game's got jokes. You got officers scouring the area. Houring? H-O-U-R. You can ask them if they've got any leads. Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once. Gosh, miss, it's so rousing when you take the bull by the horns like this. Oh no, wait a minute. What now? Well, this is our first case since the establishment of the Layton Detective Agency. I'd better show you the ropes. Let me explain how I like to carry out my investigations. Oh, please do, miss. This is tutorial. You point the magnifying glass at the place you want to look, and you press A. When it turns orange and you find stuff or you talk to people. Got the hand of licking her boots. Oh, I mean, you're a fast learner, Pinstripes. They were silenced on 2017 and scheduled for maintenance for 4 years to be completed this year. I guess they've been busy. E-E-N. Let's investigate the lamppost. Yay. I can use the motion controls or the left stick. Whatever. Yeah, so I mean, Ernest is the character who, you know, he's the obligatory unrequited love interest. And the game very much drives that home over the course of things. Like, as far as Layton games go, this one doesn't have the most compelling characters or an overarching story, but it's decent fun in its own right, and it's on console, so I can stream it. That's the main difference between it and the other 6. I investigated the lamppost and I found a hint coin. Golly, a little coin dropped down. That's a hint coin. You can buy hints when you're solving puzzles, or... I do have a segue for this. I was gonna name the channel points after Pickerats, since that's what you earn for solving puzzles. The issue with that is that the Pickerat is not ever depicted in the game, so I don't know what it looks like. So instead I went with hint coins. I have added custom icons to all the rewards, and I selected the ones that I felt were appropriate for my own stream. So now, you actually have something that your channel points can go towards, and from now on they're called hint coins. So feel free to peruse those down below. That was part of the overhaul. Yeah, you pretty much hit the nail on the head there with those character descriptions. I will not argue that. Yeah, you'll find them hidden in all sorts of places. What do they do? If you click on them a second time, if you click on the reward itself, it should go into a description for each. And if that doesn't work, let me know. So yeah, hint coins are just what you get for looking in suspicious spots. And if you're not good at puzzles, you're gonna want them. I don't typically use them. Add a command. So if you look at the panels underneath the main stream, you'll see that in addition to schedule and games I've played, there's also one called commands. And that's anything that you can type after exclamation point in the chat and it'll do something. And among those commands, I've got just fun, random things. So that reward would allow you to design one, and then I would program it into Nightbot. Alright, let's go over the most important items in Katrielle's bag. There's a bag icon, or press X. A journal if you need to recap. Maybe I'll use that for when I start a new stream each time. That might help. What the heck is a dirt mango? Save in the bag, puzzles in the bag. Wardrobe. By the way, they had DLC for the 3DS version, and it was all just additions to the wardrobe, which was kind of ridiculous. It's especially ridiculous because I did a thing when I played the game the first time on 3DS. I would change her outfit every chapter. And I didn't get anywhere close to hitting all the outfits in the base game, let alone the DLC. Which I did not buy, but it's included in the Switch version. Oh, I mean, I like mangoes. I just don't know if I can dig any up anywhere nearby. If you mean how much would it take for me to try Slay the Spire, that's not currently a reward option. I have no plans to add Choose a Game for me anytime soon. Anyway, that's her bag. Everything goes in there pretty much. I'm not even sure how I would set up a camera, let alone a stream, to film that. I've got a yard, but I'm really not sure how I would go about digging through. Maybe I just need to dig deep and find it within myself. And if you like that joke, there is a channel point redemption option for me to make a pun on command, whether I have one or not. That one's on the cheaper side. Alright, let's actually investigate the case. By which I mean more tutorial. If it turns blue, you can zoom in. It's important to be thorough. Let's look at the clock. Here we are, closer look. Yes, this one is still missing the hour hand. Make a command whereby you have to use Labo or Ring Fit controls. I'm not sure how that would work. I mean, I will, but I'm gonna redeem your reward, of course. I have both. I do have both of those. I mean, the ring would be simple. An ad? I'm surprised to hear that. I will wait a bit until the ad passes, and then... Right, the shorthand really is missing, but the other cases have both hands. It's only one shorthand that's missing, but the important one that's gonna be in the photo. It's really big, shouldn't disappear easily. We've searched around the clock face as well as the base of the tower, but it's just disappeared in thin air. Border of London doesn't know what time it is and you call it interesting. Alright, now that the ad is over, I'll get back to what you said. So, Ring-con should be simple enough where I can slide the controller into the ring and just hold it awkwardly, and of course I have all the Labo. I mean, the Labo has the cardboard sleeve for the controller. That could be an option. Got it. Although, is that the... is that really more of a command or a channel point redemption thing that you're talking about? It kind of strikes me as one that you would pay hint coins for. Or I could just put a decent sized cooldown on the actual Exclamation point command. I don't know, but your idea has been redeemed in Bind Extreme. It will be implemented. Alright, we should look at the picture. Zoom out, yay. Where do we start, Miss Layton? Time is of the essence. Haha. We have to solve this before Ambassador Fudafafa arrives tomorrow. Alright. We have to solve this before Ambassador Fudafafa arrives. Well... Fuda... With a name that funny, he should be called Fudahaha. Now a second one. Let's ask Inspector Hastings. We'd better be hasty about it. Why do the work yourself when you can get someone else to do it for you? Nonsense, Cheryl. We can't afford to duplicate effort, that's all. Also, I never promised the puns would be good. Like, Fudahaha was not the best. That was not worth the free currency. Inspector Hastings, can you summarize what you found out? Not a fat lot, really. There was a Bobby on the beat here last night who confirmed nothing was amiss at 11:50. It wasn't until 6 this morning that we got a report from a stunned local who happened to glance at the clock. I came to confirm the report straight away and found it to be true. The hour hand was well and truly gone. So, at 11:50 last night, the clock was fine. I have to sing like this till 9:27, cause that's what you sang. And now I gotta throw a pun. By 6 in the morning, the hand was missing, so that's a fact. The hand was pointing down, and now we're feeling down, cause it was 6 o'clock at the morning. So we're looking for a window of about 6 hours in which the crime was committed. That's about the size of it, yes. But the size of the hand is huge by comparison. Wasn't there anybody else who looked at the clock tower in that 6-hour window? Looking into that now, I've got officers asking locals if they saw anything. There must be someone who looked at the clock in all that time. No doubt if we went door to door, could find some witnesses. But we just don't have that kind of time. You know what they say about going door to door? Opportunity knocks. There's your real pun. That's better than the 6 o'clock thing, you got to admit. Just have to manage with what we know. Really much. The hands are massive, much like everybody's things. I mean, I gotta say, it would have taken someone a fair old while to make off with it. 6 hours. Redeeming the stretching reward. Had a 6-hour window to commit the crime. That's not much time. Let's make it rhyme. I have to put the piece in its place to solve the case. This is going much better now. Thanks for the stretch, Nook. It's gonna keep me feeling good throughout the night. Doesn't do much for you, but you get to see me move. It's so exciting. I've still got 2 minutes to be investigating a case at last. Start by interviewing members of the public. Gosh, it sounds like proper detective work. Girl is shot. She didn't think she had it in her. Let's find out if anyone around noticed what's wrong with the tower and how it's missing the hour. There's a rather lot of passers-by already there. How do we know who to ask? Maybe just the ones that show up on the screen. No one else is that important. Like those background characters, they don't turn orange. That's not really a rhyme. Nothing rhymes with orange, but it kinda sounded close. That's as good as I'm gonna get for a rhyme with orange. This guy's a Layton staple. Talk to him if I'm able. It's not really a rhyme either, cause B and B are different letters. How long's it been, would you say? Stash and Scarfin, that's his name. How long? I'm sorry, do we know each other? I'm fairly sure I've never met you before, sir. That's a fourth wall joke for the player who's many times has seen him if they played the other 6 Layton games. I think his scarf's too tight. People are like leaves, washed along a river, sometimes meeting, sometimes parting. You rather lost me, I'm afraid. I don't suppose you noticed anything about the tower. I was dreaming sweetly by nightfall. You're an early sleeper, are you? Is that all you wanted? I'll tell you what. How about a little puzzle to occupy the mind? I say, a puzzle! That's the end of this song. Because it's been 5 minutes. He's right, that does not. Oh, straight into the next one, eh? Opera for 5 minutes. Oh god. Right. I make no promises about sticking to the song type, but yes, I might try for a bit. I'm gonna wait until the clock switches to 9:28 so that I can make it a full 5 minutes. A rapera? Want a rapera? Once it switches to 9:28, we'll go into. Oh, there's 9:28. The clock is currently showing the time as 3:30 p.m. It would be nice if the hands of the clock would show midnight. What are the minimum number of places you need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? So now I gotta go for 10 minutes. Really, and half of it has to be rap. Oh my god, why are you doing that? Select the answer frame to display the input screen for letters and numbers. How many places to touch on the clock before the time of midnight is struck? Well, I'll tell you a thing. How long am I singing now? Oh my god, these are supposed to be 5 minutes. I think I need to lower the time on this reward after tonight. I still have 4 minutes to go on regular opera, then 5 minutes on rapra, and then some pure hip-hop. That's an alternative idea. I just went with Twitch's default pricing. And why are you getting ads? I do not know. Anyway, this is a trick question. If you just let time pass by, it will be midnight eventually. That's the trick to the puzzle, so 0. Do not touch the clock at all.
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
Layton loves trick questions, so always be prepared. And the game explains it the same way I did. Very impressive. Let's hope you tackle all puzzles you're going to face so convincingly. There's more people to talk to, that guy with the camera, but first I will save. They're still explaining controls to me. Alright, let's talk to the guy. I've got 2 more minutes of opera. Top of the morning to ya. Got a minute to answer a few questions. Oh, alright. It is not night, it is the day. But all the same, I'm investigating the extraordinary disappearance of Little and of Big Ben. So did either of you happen to see anything from these parts last night? Such as, for instance, a person or persons transporting large and like objects. Oh, she gets straight to the point, doesn't he? 1 more minute and then it's rapper. He's asking the questions I was gonna ask him. Where's me manners? Sorry, I'm Douglas Tart. Everyone calls me Doug. I'm a reporter with the London Times. See you readers at all. Oh, I'll say, personally, I think the London Times is the best paper in the city. Okay, that's the end of Nukes. That's the end of Nuke's first one. It's been 5 minutes. I'll take a small break before Rapro. Uncover the dirt. He's a journalist. His name is Dirt. Ha ha. Puns. Lovely puns. I love the puns. It's a little hard to think about the puns when you are singing. Badly, I might add. But I don't care if I sing it badly, because you guys are the ones spending the free currency on it. Not me. Okay, so the conversation that I just kind of skipped through there, it goes nowhere. It's like, oh, well, you haven't seen anything? No, I haven't seen anything either. So I guess neither of us can help each other. He's gonna turn it into a tabloid article. We don't solve this before the story breaks, there will be all kinds of repercussions. Alright, we must press on before investigation. Alright, I'm gonna take 1 more sip and then I'm gonna try my hand at rap opera, whatever that is gonna sound like. We've investigated all around here. I suggest we head closer to the tower, to the scene of the crime at last. I say it's rather exciting. Oh, I need to explain to you how we move to an investigation. Let's talk about transportation. You press the Y button on the screen and it switches to the plate that we need to find. It's great to be here. Next exclamation mark at the particular place indicates you should head there next for the good of the investigation. Let's get down in the vibrations. I'm sending the thing about the thing. It's Repra here tonight. Coming from Azran, feeling alright. We're on the move, but not before I find hint coins hidden around them places. Take a look at those clock faces. Everything you need to see, it's on the screen. We're gonna solve the case because you can't forget to check the face, but we already want to do it again. I want hit coins in my brain. There's Big Ben, but look at those smokestacks lined up good, and then we're being misunderstood. Now I think I'm more of Mickey Mouse than an opera singer at this point. But I'm keeping the flow. Go ahead. Go here to the foot of the tower. Do not enter without permission. I've got 2 more minutes of rapper and then some generic hip hop to do at the same time. Right after this, we're almost through the same rewards, and then we will be good. The police are investigating. Scotland Yard, no hesitating. Talk to the guy right after we save. Don't wanna get locked out this way. DC Booker, that's your name! Tell me what is your end game! You're a system of investigation, so we're here to share information. Thank you, officer, that'll be helpful. Don't mind me, I'm a bit of a helpful, another on-the-ball detective. 1 more minute of rapper. 1 more minute of rapper. 1 more minute of rapper, and we'll find the hour hand. Yes, this is DC, Nick Booker, one of the inspector's Hastings men. Booker, tune into the profession. Perhaps you'd be so kind. Okay, my time. That's time. That's time on the rapper. Okay, small break before regular hip-hop, and then I will be caught up on point rewards. Until you guys throw something else at me. According to inquiries, there's been an outbreak of metal theft in the capital recently. Metal theft? Yes. I think that's what it says here. Metal being stolen from factories and warehouses. Really, what on earth would anyone steal pieces of metal for? Some metals are valuable. Thieves can sell scrap made from them for a high price. Yes, according to my notes here, the missing clock hand was made out of, here it is, a valuable metal that would fetch a good price if sold. Airfoil's our Big Ben expert who talked about the maintenance earlier. Do you happen to know if that's true? I mean, this is a fictional story, so I mean, they can make up what they want. But now I'm curious, like, Big Ben expensive? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Is it expensive? That's the pun I was going for. I throw in some puns for free. They don't have to buy all of them. I see metal theft. Well, thank you for your help, Mr. Booker. Don't mention it, madame. I'm just doing what it says in my notebook. Say his name is Booker and he's by the book. By his notebook, to be precise. So we got another piece of the case. And if you didn't notice, this is supposed to be shaped like the hour hand when it's all put together. You can kind of review the pieces of the case here. I think it's stupid that they make you drag and drop them in. It's like why? Did we really need a quick touchscreen segment or motion control in this case? Or even left stick in this case? Do we really need to stop and drag it into an arbitrary spot? Just so that we could add this note to our investigation? No. No, we did not, but that's how they handled it. Alright, so we have that there's been metal thefts in the city, and that the theft happened between 11:50 and 6 a.m. That's what we really know so far. My god, it's been 52 minutes already. And I've spent a good percentage of that trying to sing. Alright, well, good old-fashioned hip-hop was the last thing on the reward queue. So, when the clock changes to 9:42, I will begin my 5 minutes of rapping, and then we will be caught up. Anyway, Runner Girl, whose name is Good Run, Well Done. I say it a little faster. Good run, well done. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, hi there. Perfect weather for a run, isn't it? Let the rapping begin. It must be a pleasant place for jogging here by the green space. Yes, I love it. I've done 50 reps already today. 50? I'm good run, by the way. Been running in cities all around the world. I just can't get enough. I like marathons and other events, but ordinary city streets are my favorite. Spence to run on places I'm going around. I'm making up rhymes that don't make sense now because they're not part of the sentences at all. I love exercising as I watch other people fall. Nobody falls, that's not what it said. Read subtitles if you wanna get actual context for things around here. Losing my flow. I'm running out of breath. Hey, running, 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 run, run it, run it. Run it, run with me now, run, good run, well done, good run, well done, good run, well done. That's her name. It's a giant pun. You'll see it many times over the course of the game. Now we have a puzzle called Bubble Blast. Shoot bubbles from the cannon to burst all the bubbles floating in the air. To pop bubbles, you need to form a chain link. Chain link's something to do in Xenoblade. I like playing Xenoblade on my own time. Good games. I recommend high. The chain must contain as many bubbles as the number displayed on the bubbles in it. And there's the controls, and I'm gonna read to myself while I just keep rapping here about things I like to rap about. I'll call it the wrap up. We're gonna wrap up with the rap in about 4 more minutes. I still have 4 minutes. Why do I have 4 minutes? I don't know why I have 4 minutes. 4 minutes is the name of a Madonna song that she did with JT back in the day. It's not as bad as people say, but it's not her best, I'll admit as much. It gets worse over time, and it's a crutch as she got older. And she tried to be woke, and she tried to be hip, and she tried to be spoke, but you know, it's not really true. Madonna did not age gracefully, and her albums got weird, and it's really weird. And there is Mondu with the raid, and the alert went off, and you can see there, that's our first new alert of the stream, and it's fitting right in. Welcome, team. Coming in, someone redeemed me to sing, but it's a rap song, so I'm rapping. And hello, Mondu, how was the stream? Go follow Mondu, he's the best guy you can gleam. Look at that gleam in his eyes on the emote below. It's in the new chat box with my new logo. I got a puzzle to solve in the Layton game. We're solving the case of Big Ben's. Shame. I still have how many minutes left to go for this rap before I need to blow? See, I have a channel point reward, and you can make me sing for 5 minutes with your hint coins. It's down below, and someone said you should do it, but you should give me some good old-fashioned hip-hop debauchery. That was Airfoil. Don't know if he's still here, or if he's listening to this, but hey, I'm doing my best. I still got 2 minutes left on the clock, so I can't stop. I gotta keep going, man. Make that flow. I mean, I can stop and take a breath. I didn't say 5 straight minutes non-stop talking, but I did say that I would give 5 minutes, so I'm gonna do my best to get 5 minutes. Right now, without even... Apparently, that is the case. I didn't realize you watched me that much in the first place, but I guess that is the thing. I might make it more expensive after the stream, or I might instead lower the time, because 5 minutes is a lot to rhyme, and don't know how much longer I can go. My sanity is about to blow. My brain is feeling insane, and I don't know how I can keep playing the game. I'm not playing the game, I'm talking to you, so come on down, let's have a brew, and I'm gonna drink the night, and I don't have alcohol on the site, so I don't recommend that you do the same. It's kinda late, it's bad for the brain, it's making decisions and stuff that impairs. I don't really care, but I don't want to share that advice with you, especially if you're underage. I don't think that would be a good idea, but you can if you want, and it's legal. I don't care that much about your pet beagle. If you got a pet beagle, that's kind of cool. Did you know that Snoopy from the Peanuts is also a beagle, and he's got that buddy, and his name is Woodstock, and he sits on the doghouse right on the top cat. That he could probably lift the house away because that little bird has insane strength. It's amazing just the things he could do, and he stares at you, and it's real cute. And I'm almost done. I gotta run out the minute. Can't stop now. I gotta give it my all. Can't stop now. I'm on the ball. Give it away. Change the clock. Can the clock change? Please let the clock change. It's 9:46. I want it 9:40. It's 9:47. Oh my god. Okay, welcome Raiders. New overlay. Yay, thank you Evernight Studio. New channel point rewards, including that. With all new icons based on past Azran streams. New alerts, and you may have seen one when you came in with the raid, and they show up in the bottom left, and they're all Layton themed, and it's great. There's today's Pog Trimp. I'm going to take a small break before I do Mondu's. Mondu does not have to choose a style. He definitely doesn't need to choose a style the same way that Airfoil chose a combination of rap and opera earlier. Did you not hear me say that I had to do opera earlier? 1 minute Sephiroth chorus style. So does that mean I have to speak Latin? I don't really know any Latin. I haven't even started the puzzle yet. I've been on this screen for how many minutes? Alright, at 10 of, I will give you your 1 minute of attempted Sephiroth singing based on the stream. Oh my god. Shoot bubbles. Boost the ones in the air. You need to form a chain link of the same number horizontally or vertically. The chain needs to have as many bubbles as the number displayed. So the 5 needs to have a chain of 5. Okay. No diagonal doesn't count. You get 9 shots. Ammo is refreshed after each shot. Okay, now that I understand the puzzle, I know I could clear the 3s right away if I shoot above or below them. That would allow me to clear the 2. Yeah, diagonal doesn't count or these 3s wouldn't even be there. Get rid of the 5. Well, no, I don't because I can get rid of this. Okay, obviously the best thing to do for the 4s would be to get rid of this 3 and 2 and connect the 2 4s, so I get a 2 for 1 deal. Alright, 1 minute, let's go. pop the bubbles here on the screen. Can't you see I must pop the bubbles very gallantly? Layton! Layton! Solve the puzzle now, do it quick, pop the stuff, make sure it explodes, line 'em up, get 'em good. Katrielle! Katrielle! Mondu, I hate you so much right now. This is ridiculous, but I love you, don't come on. Mondu! Mondu! What the? Why did it spam filter? I do not understand. Okay, hold on. Why did it spam filter? I actually went in. I went into Nightbot a couple days ago, and one of the things I did was I tried to make it more lenient. So why the heck did it do that? How many did you post? Because I swear I set the emote limit to like 50. 50. I swear, like 50 shouldn't even get you kicked out. Yeah, that should not have happened then. I was just asking the same thing, Airfoil. That I lessened. I made it less strict, the moderation stuff. I actually eased up the limits so that this wouldn't happen. And it's still happening. So, are you satisfied with your hip-hop and also rapper redemptions? No regrets on the rapper. Nice. And then you just got Mondu's Sephiroth request. I gotta ask you to hold on a minute. Okay, okay. Sorry, I thought someone was still awake that shouldn't be, but it's fine. They're fine. Okay, should I actually do the puzzle now? Let's play around with this. I gotta get rid of this 4, of course. Oh, wait. They don't have to be... I think I misunderstood, because that cleared it. They just have to be touching at all. Hi, Pack. Okay, Mondu, I appreciate the relative kindness that you showed by sparing me the extra 4 minutes. All hail Helix, all hail Mondu. Hey, Pack, welcome to the Asverin's Got New Stuff stream. Okay, so if it just needs to be any 4, then I can put that there. And I can clear this. And I can clear that. Okay, but that's gonna use way too much ammo, so let me Now that I understand this puzzle better, let me rethink something. Because now I can... If I put it anywhere here, then it's gonna clear. But then I can do this. And this. And this. And that. Okay, yep. Once I understood the rules, it was fine.
I've seen how to solve this now. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
That was the third puzzle in the game. And the game has over 100 puzzles, so... this series may take longer than I thought. Hey, gonna stay in London a while. There's places around the city where I'd like to run. Quick recap for people who are just joining and actually care about the story to any regard. Have a good night, Bondo. I don't know, Nuke. That's a valid question. Oh, what now? Is there more to this, or is it just him redeeming the reward? I think he's just redeeming it freestyle. Chat picks the style. Oh no. Making a poll might be a little hard because the chat box didn't show up in OBS. I don't have like the little thing that allows me. Can I do it from my phone? Is that a thing? Oh god, you want wraparound again? Well, I'm not seeing any other alternatives, so I guess. I'll start baritone to make it easy. It's 9:58. Okay. I'm going to stay in London for a while, I think, but there are lots of places around the city where I'd like to run. I want to make sure I can see as much as I can. Maybe I'll see you around sometime. Dun, 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 dun. Her name is Good Run, well done, that's a pun. How can I say it this one? Let's talk to the security guy. His name is GCP. He's on the beat, and I got the beat, cause it's a musical stream, apparently. Everyone loves this reward. I made it too good, why did I do that? Wonderful, I don't need you to explain. Could you just tell us what you've found so far? I'd be glad to, as we've ascertained that the night I questioned pain last night, there was no one here. One at all, not even a janitor. Alright, there is a room behind the large clock, known as the clock room. However, it's locked overnight. Or should I say clocked overnight to make a pun. I just had to put a C in front so the clock tower was empty. Except for when there was work going on. Like how Airfoil mentioned 4 years of maintenance, I don't think this is quite the same. It's all about 1 minute of I do not know how I'll survive until the next stream on Thursday. So there was no one around who might have seen the thief. So moving on to a better news. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, homie. Let's rap about it and let's rap about it. Rap about it. What did they say in advance without me trying to advance it? They're gonna try to get into the tower to investigate. Investigate. Thanks for calling me a national treasure. I agree. I am great. Let's go. Investigate. 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 If you're wondering how I can do it. If you're wondering how I say it like this, I don't know. It's hard. So this is the entrance to Elizabeth Tower. There's a metal door. Did you hear that? If you knock on the door, it really echoes. Obviously, members of the general public aren't allowed in here. That's okay. We're gonna go in and investigate the clock room. The clock room. Who stole the hand of Big Ben? Not Burly Ben from down the street, but the Ben that is Elizabeth Clock Tower. A lot of stairs. My feet are killing me. Yo, Ernest, please, you should be ashamed, dude. Tired out so easily, gangsta. Your hands are harder than he is. Faux show. Oh Lord, I've still got 2 minutes. Oh my God. Brave. Oh, look, it's spectacular. Ever seen the internals of the clock tower before? Magnificent, I'm gonna say, I can't wait, I'm gonna get through this last reward before someone else makes it a chore and redeems another sane mode. Why would they put me through misery? It's entertainment industry, that's how it is, that's how it be. Being inside such a huge and important landmark like this seems rather splendid, isn't it? The clock face and the cogs are so enormous. I'm gonna rap and that's the chorus. 1 more minute till the end of this song. That was wrong. That can't be long. Sometimes you come across something unexpected. For serious. Okay, it's not quite 10:03 yet, but I have to stop there. Oh man. Oh, now it's 10:03. Close enough. Sorry. Okay, if you see dust, investigate further, is what they're saying. Pack, that's why I stopped a minute early, because I'm worried about that. What part of this breaks terms of service? Okay. Did I ever recap the story for the people who came from the raid? Oh, Pack, you're thinking of the self-harm rule. There is a rule about harming yourself on stream, and the excessive sinning might break that rule. But Twitch, if you're watching this, I'm fine. And if I was ever at a point where I was about to hurt my throat, I would just push any redemptions to a later stream. Okay, thanks. Love you, Twitch. Yeah, but the viewer is free to leave. Okay, Layton girl. Starts a detective agency. There's a talking dog. He wants to know why he's a talking dog because he doesn't remember anything. He's got amnesia. And she's like, okay, I don't think it's all that special that you can talk, but I'm gonna help you anyway. But then all of a sudden, Scotland Yard is like, Big Ben is missing one of the hour hands. It got stolen. And we're trying to figure out how. And by who. Anyway. We keep looking around. There's the dusty spot. So I discovered a treasure box for the collection. These are unrelated. They are just fun collectibles that do absolutely nothing. So if you're not the completionist type, you can ignore them. Alright, let's ask the guy if he's got any information. This guy, who suddenly showed up now that we were done with the tutorial, you know. That's how it be. Let's look at those clock faces from the inside. Apart from the missing hand, there's nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, I found a puzzle. Sometimes puzzles are just hidden. So if the hands are on that face, that would make a good puzzle, would it? I'm a face, but I have no eyes, no ears, and no mouth. I do have hands. What am I? A clock. But she has a different puzzle. Yes, Pack, it's very weird. Very weird. Calling you out. It's weird. You're weird. And this is coming from someone who's very weird. A new design of house allows you to arrange the floors however you like. Just select the building to hoist off the topmost floor with a crane and move it to another plot of land. You need to make all the houses look as they appear on the plans, but they can only have 4 floors maximum. Okay, so it's one of these stack arranging puzzles. Then you're all weird. Can I put a pink on top of another pink? Yes, I can. Okay. Blue should be on the bottom, so I'm gonna have to get blue up. Blue's already on the bottom of this. Okay, I see where I messed things up already. I'm just gonna reset my... It doesn't say you have a limited number of moves, but they'll tell you at the end of the puzzle if you were... It'll tell you the fewest number of moves possible. They like to encourage you to go back and optimize your solution. Okay, so since blue needs to be on the bottom, let me make sure this blue one makes it to the bottom. And red should go on top of it, so I can just move directly into that, and this building can be pretty much done. But then the issue there is how do I move the yellow out of the way so that I can put the red there. That's always a little more complicated than you might think. Alright, I got this now. I probably could have done it in less than 22 moves, but there you go.
So, in conclusion, still no patch on this.
No, Nick, there was a picture on the left side that showed you it was supposed to be blue, red, yellow, pink for both of them. See at the bottom left there? I was just trying to match that picture. Oh, actually it doesn't tell me how few. The other games did. Also, I just noticed those are called the Houses of Hanoi, which is named after the puzzle that's based on the Towers of Hanoi. Good work, Pinstripe, says the talking dog Cheryl, whose full name is, of course, Cheryl O.C. Holmes. Ellen Sherlock Holmes. And Kat still doesn't remember wanting an assistant, but Ernest just loves her. I think the kids these days call it simping. Like, I'm pretty sure the youth of today would be calling Ernest a total simp. Or something like that. Mondo, I thought you left. Oh, does that mean I'm gonna have to censor that in the VOD or something? Oh, wow. I forgot about that. Well, it would be an issue if someone reports it. It's probably not a problem if I post the VOD to YouTube. I don't think they have a rule against it, but... well, now I just feel weird. Remember when I said earlier how much I love Twitch? Hans Lipsky. Hans Lipsky is the guy who maintains the clock. The police have permission, yes. If this is for a missing hand, I already said to police everything I know. You people are drilling hole in my belly. Well, I'm sorry to ask you to repeat yourself, but would you mind telling us what you told the police, Mr. Lipsky? Lipsky? Can Lipsky? He can't help his name, sure. There's nothing for telling. When Hand went missing, I was already at my home. I don't know nothing. You went home early yesterday, I understand. Day before, I was working until after midnight fixing his clock. So yesterday I go home early. Is there anything unusual about the hand that was taken? It wasn't loose or misaligned or anything? Thank you, Pack, for that justification. I put it back. I make sure it is good fixed on. I see, so there's no chance that the hand dropped off then. Slipped out of your hands, perhaps. Police already investigate everything, in here around Clockface, but they find nothing and have gone now. Yes, tell me, Mr. Lipsky, when did you notice that the hand was missing? Same time like everyone else. When I look out window in morning, I see missing hand. Oh, so where you live is in sight of the clock tower, and in sight of the face with the missing hand, I see. Oh, yes. I am living close to here, on Chancellor Lane. Gosh, how extraordinary. The same street that the agency is on. It's strange that we didn't notice the hand was missing ourselves. Exactly. I'm sure I remember seeing it when I looked at the clock tower this morning. Because you are looking at different things. It depends on where you are living. Yeah, I dragged that piece of the puzzle in, which, again, this is the most useless mechanic in the game. The guy says it was firmly reattached the day before yesterday. Is there anything else to see in here? I think this is new to the deluxe version, but they've got the magnifying glasses in the top right. that are being checked off. Found a hint coin in there, that's what my currency's based on. What enormous cogwheels, I suppose they're necessary. Machinery is in working order. Keep your paws well away from the machinery. Mechanism is vast as well, isn't it? And it keeps ticking despite being one hand down. It's lucky there were 3 other faces showing the correct time. Oh, those were... okay, no. Never mind what I said. Those the glasses were not new. Those were required. It was just telling me there was one more thing that was required to find. I would have expected to see some trace of the crime. It's such a large object to make off with. We need more information. Let's go back down to the ground. There's something I'd like to ask Inspector Hastings. I knew this time would come. The descent. It's alright for you, but I'm tagging my life in my paws climbing down these stairs. Ah yes, with your short little legs. Get off. Now, Cheryl, it's safer this way. Ernest will carry you down, won't you, Ernest? I will. Hey, what'd you pull that face for? I haven't got fleas, you know. I didn't pull a face. Come along, no arguing, just tread carefully, Ernest. Yes, miss. Oh boy, fashion farthings. I can unlock wardrobe stuff. Yay! Oh, Nick, if you like this, you would like the original 6 games, cause and this is a more comedic take on Layton, and it's a standalone thing with chapter-based mysteries. But the original Laytons, oh my god. Just one driving story through each of the 6, and they're all connected. You got the first 3, and then you got 4 through 6, which is actually the prequel trilogy, kind of like how Star Wars did it, but better. I mean, if you're not into the puzzle aspect, you could, like, watch it or something. I guess. I don't know. Oh, and then, of course, there was the crossover with Ace Attorney, which is not connected to either of the main games. Okay, good night for real this time, Mondo. Don't come back, or I may say a wrong word again. Hastings is having a tough time of it. Let's take a quick look in the wardrobe. Blah, 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 blah. Change. So I can have her take off the detective coat and hat. Or I can dress her up like Flora, who is a character from the original set of games. Whee! Look at her spin. All the outfits I have so far. Oh, I just realized, since I might have an audience, I might be able to get you guys in on the costume decisions. Got this dress, that dress, this dress, this not dress, the overalls, Cardinal cape coat, kinda reminds me of the holidays. That little Santa pom-pom. Sky blue, which is, I don't know, who wears a dress this plain? Is it me, or does it just seem really plain for clothing standards? Picnic outfit, pleated outfit. This one makes her look a lot more like a kid because it changes the hair to pigtails too. Denim. Pajamas. You just walk around in your pajamas. Oh, Nick, that is so very wrong. So wrong. I like simplicity, but I mean, we're talking about a women's dress. Like, have you seen any dresses made that look like this? Like, do you know what I mean? It just looks so... Like, look, here you got the little plaid pattern, and there you got it, and here you got the little pleats towards the bottom. And this is just like, look, it's a blue cone. Wear it. Oh, hey, the actual winter outfit. And that one. And, of course, you can dress her up like her dad. Man himself. And then these are a couple other characters from those games. Aurora is from Azran Legacy. Kidding. I like my girls to be wearing less hat. I mean, some of these don't have hats, like this Emmy outfit. And apparently we can dress up the dog. This is new to the deluxe version. He's got 3 outfits. He did not have any outfits on the 3DS. Oh, look, a Cheryl that looks like his namesake. So I suppose if there's ever any outfits that you guys want me to change to and I have the fashion farthings for them, then we could arrange that. Let's talk to the guy we're supposed to talk to. I like my dog's in more hat. Cat, what have you got for me? Who did it? Who's the culprit? Please, Inspector, calm down. I'm still in the middle of my investigation. Oh, I see. I have a quick question for you. According to Mr. Lipsky, your officers examined the clock face, is that right? Yeah, of course. I had him check the clock room, the clock face, all around the outside. There are no clues, no fingerprints, nothing. Really are no traces at all. Well, I had them take samples from the floor and walls and clock face. They're being analyzed back at the yard now. When will the results be ready? Couldn't be much longer. What's your next move? I think we'll head back to Chancellor Lane. We will? You mean we're going back to the office? You can't do that. We haven't gotten anywhere yet. Inspector Hastings, please, you mustn't be so blinker. Sometimes you have to take a step back in order to see things for what they really are. Is that so? Yes, so if you'll excuse us. Hey, you're not serious. Are you sure leaving the scene is the best idea? Yes, of course. Come along now, you two. Let's get back to Chancellor Lane. It's no distance. We'll be there in a jiffy on the bike. Oh, I should explain about how we move during the investigation again. Go further distances with the bike. That's all. The bike will come in handy, will it? Well, in that case. I'm gonna think of one, don't worry. Going back to Chancellor Lane on the bike. This is where we put the... I was gonna say pedal to the metal, but does that really count? The bike does have pedals. I don't know if that counts. I'm gonna keep thinking. Oh, wait, I got it. I got it. I got it. Boy, that was quite a tutorial. She really spoke about the bike. There we go. Bike spokes. That's the real one. Pack says it's a good time to stretch, so let's do that. I'm a little zoomed in on the face cam, so you can't really get the best. There we go, let's stretch up. Thanks, Pack. Do a little overhead side bend. Keep my joints limber. In my 26-year-old joints. Yeah, I tried to pick appropriate icons for all of these, so you may have noticed the stretch. I put in Smoochum from Pokemon Channel after the Smoochum Shape Up incident. Alright, we're back on our home street. A lot of shops. And, by the way, another character trait, Katrielle's always hungry. Yeah. You know the old maxim, a rumbling tummy is a detective's downfall. No one says that. Of course they do. Well, they should, anyway. You know, thinking about it, I don't know this street very well at all, even though it's where the agency is located. This is the perfect opportunity to have a stroll down the lane and get better acquainted with our neighborhood. Walkies, eh? Well, at least I don't have to be on a lead. I'm such a compulsive saver because, like I said, I will redo puzzles if I get them wrong. Alright, Pack, have a good night. I'm gonna wrap soon anyway. Although I do have one more surprise for people who are able to stick around to the end. I found another collection item. Up here, in the bush, hint coin. Outdoor seating's a lovely idea. We can enjoy Earl Grey. People can be funny about dogs in restaurants. Let's see, anywhere else that might have coin potential? I smell sugar. Everything looks delicious. I've always wanted to peek in that window. Hidden puzzle. Well, I was just sniffing around and I suddenly found a puzzle at the end of my muzzle. Puzzles are everywhere. And Cheryl gets to solve it. You found it. Alien attack. The beam cannon. Each UFO has a number, and this is the number of times you must hit it to destroy it. All UFOs must be destroyed. Each beam is enough energy to travel along one line only. The direction of the beam, but you cannot travel along it twice. I have 11 moves in my E-Tank. I'm gonna need to hit that one 4 times. Middle, and I gotta hit that one once. Do that. Well, I'm gonna start playing around and I can undo moves if I... But I'm kinda thinking like this. And hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that would do it. Impasse? Wait a minute. I should have done it. Oh, it still needs to be hit twice. Wait, how did I misread that? Maybe I'll go here first. I did it.
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast.
Take that, alien.
They do call me Sherlock Holmes for nothing.
Of course I had to focus on the center guy. And was there any doubt? A walk in the park for a hound like me. Alright, I'm gonna finish the stream by doing the rest of what I need to do on this screen. Oh, there's a hint coin up there. I can look at Big Ben. You can see that that side's still missing its clock hand. That's what we're investigating. I can jiggle that bush as much as I want. Get a hint coin from the lamp pole. Very common for hint coins to be in lighting fixtures. Save the game so I don't have to redo that alien puzzle. Talk to the waiter. Oh, what a lovely terraced area this restaurant has. Ciao Bella, can I take your order, signora? Thank you. Golly, he's a little overfamiliar, isn't he? He's jealous, 'cause he loves her, and the game will never let you forget that. Just before I reorder, I wonder if I could ask you something. Has there anything unusual happened around here recently? Unusual? Well, a lot of cutlery has been going missing lately. Forks and the spoons and things, oh yes, and the silver tray as well. You mean they were stolen? I cannot say. There were no signs of breaking and entering and no cash taken. So it doesn't seem like burglary exactly. I see. Well, thank you. Now would it be alright if I ordered? I'd like the squid ink spaghetti with the fetid herb salad on the side. Sounds delicious. What have I done by speaking in a bad Italian accent? I'm just trying to emulate my inner Luigi. Oh, and then the chef's ominous omelet special, the Hellfire risotto, the mushroom surprise gnocchi, please. All at the same time. And they say dogs have eyes bigger than their bellies. For a minute there, I actually thought you were attempting some serious sleuth work. What did I tell you, Cheryl? An empty stomach is a detective's worst enemy. Okay, I must go and write all that down before I forget. Some cutlery was stolen from a nearby restaurant. Kinda ties into the whole metal theft that's been going around lately. Is it related to the missing metal clock hand? We'll see. Sean Butchin. Arr, this place serves the best seafood in town, so it does. I've sailed the 7 seas, and this place tops them all. Now I've had a bellyful. I suppose I should be hitting. Gotta get back to work. That voice is hard. Why would I do that to myself? Let's see what time's Big Ben got. Oh, good. At least it's not the Banjack's clock face in view from here. That would have just been my luck. Especially seeing as how I'm losing me watch and everything. I really rely on the old clock tower now. Gosh, the missing hand of the clock is already inconveniencing people. That's why we need to be pushing on with the investigation, not sampling every dish on the menu. Oh, it was absolutely delicious. I do believe I may be full. Maybe. Just ate for 4. Stop making out that I'm a glutton. You and Ernest shared the food, too. Yes, and it was yummy. Well, anyway, shouldn't we be getting back to the investigation? Good idea, Cheryl. We simply have to recover that hand before Ambassador Fudafafa's visit tomorrow. If you weren't here when we said his name for the first time, then... yeah, Ambassador Fudafafa. He's supposed to take a picture in front of Big Ben, and it would be bad if it was still missing the clock hand, because it's missing from the side where the photo is going to be taken. Quite the coincidence. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've enjoyed a meal. There's something that must come before anything else. Dessert! You want more? Well, there is a nice looking cake shop further up the street. You're right, Ernest. I've admired their cakes from the window for too long. I've made up my mind to pay the place a visit. This is the perfect excuse. We're never gonna find that hand in time. Alright, so going into the stream, I thought we were gonna finish this chapter all in one night. I was wrong. So much sinning happened, and I was wrong. Oh, it's good to be back. This game will continue on Thursday at the same time. I am following a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule now. And I'm going to be trying to stick to that as much as possible. Although there will be one exception whenever we do the Gaming Twin Awards on a Thursday night. Then obviously I'm going to be there instead. But aside from exceptions like that, going to be trying to stick Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Saturday I might do side games instead of the main project. I haven't decided yet. But we'll see. Hopefully you're enjoying the new look and the return to things. So I got the new overlay, the new alerts, the new channel point redemption thingamabobs with the hint coins. I did a lot while I was away. But I wasn't the only one who worked on it. I was not the only one who worked on it, of course. I've credited people where they're due. And speaking of which, I got one. I did say I had one final surprise as far as new assets go. This is something I did make. So for the very first time, I give you the end credits to the stream. These are all the people who have helped out in some way, and it features a new original song by me. I'll be ending the stream on this from now on. It may be updated as time goes on in case I missed anything, but what I got. So, I hope you all have a good night. If you stick around for another 30 seconds or so, you can see everyone who made this possible and enjoy a bit of the music. Until Thursday, see ya.